In this video, I'm going to share 5 essential tips to help you stay organized and productive, even when life gets busy. If you're struggling with managing your time and staying focused, these strategies are for you. And make sure you stay till the end of the video because tip number 4 is something that no one is really talking about, and it's a game changer. Trust me, you would want to know how to implement it. So, for those of you who are new here, I'm Adam. I started my career as a salesperson, but now I work full-time with a tech company in a transportation industry. And on top of that, I'm passionate about creating content and writing myself and others to stay productive and overcome daily struggles. I know what it's like to juggle multiple tasks. Today, I'm sharing 5 tips to help you be more organized and productive, no matter how busy life gets. So, let's talk about why being organized is important, or the importance of organization. An organized space leads to a clear mind. When your environment is clutter-free, you can focus better and it reduces stress. I'm not the only one saying this, honestly. Studies also shows that people who maintain an organized workspace are more often productive and creative. Without much to say, let's dive into our video. When I first started juggling multiple tasks, I struggled to figure out what really needed my immediate attention. That's when I discovered the Ensowa matrix and then the Pareto principle, two powerful tools for prioritization. I'll explain this in a moment. So the Ensowa matrix helps you to categorize tasks into 4 quadrants. 1. Urgent and important. 2. Important but not urgent. 3. Urgent but not important. And then 4, neither urgent nor important. So by using this method, you can easily decide which tasks to tackle, which tasks to dedicate or eliminate. On the other hand, the Pareto principle, also known as the 80 to 20 rule, reveals that 80% of your results often come from just 20% of your effort. And this principle has changed the game for me. So for me, I've realized that by identifying and then focusing on the most important 20% of my tasks, I could achieve more in less time. While the Eisenhower matrix is great for clarity, so I found that the Pareto principle works best for my productivity style. But I encourage you to try both and then see which method adds value to your workflow. Pairing these two strategies with a detailed daily plan has made a huge difference in how I approach my goals. One of the most challenging things I used to face was procrastination, especially with tasks that I didn't really enjoy. So when I first came across the idea of Eat That Frog method, inspired by Brian Tracy's book Eat That Frog, this idea is very simple. Your most difficult or least enjoyable tasks first thing in the morning. Then by starting your day with the hardest tasks, you can gain momentum and the rest of your day feels more manageable. This method has been a game changer for me, honest, as it not only eliminates procrastination, but it also gives you a sense of accomplishment early on. And another trick that has really boosted my productivity is the Podomora technique, which involves working in focus 25 minutes past, followed by a 5-minute break. And this has helped me maintain concentration and energy throughout the day. However, not all tasks fit into the 25-minute slot. So if you're working on a bigger project that requires more time, don't worry at all. You can still use the Podomora technique by extending your work sections. For example, if your task takes 60 minutes, work for 25 minutes, then take a break, and then repeat the cycle until it's completed. You see, this way, you are maintaining focus while allowing yourself the rest to stay sharp. Balancing a full-time job with my passion for writing and creating content, I quickly realized the importance of a productive environment. So I couldn't afford to waste time, especially with a busy schedule. So I had to learn how to manage distractions to stay focused. I made sure to create a designated workspace where I could concentrate fully. And I also started turning off notifications on my phone and my computer. In fact, studies show that the average worker is distracted every 3 minutes, and it takes about 23 minutes to get back on track after each distraction. You see, that's a lot. And this kind of environment is essential if you want to stay organized and then make the most out of your time. So when it comes to productivity tools, there are countless apps and platforms out there, but tools can be a double-edged sword. While they can help you streamline your tasks, you have to be careful. Let's be honest. So if you are not careful, it's easy to get lost in exploring too many options, which can actually slow you down. So that's why it's important to understand what you truly need before investing into tools or subscription. I mean, don't get me wrong. So for me, tools like Trello for task management, Google Calendar for scheduling, and then Notion for organizing ideas and notes are indispensable. However, I didn't start using all of them at once. I experimented, found what suited my needs best, and only then did I make investment. Focus on what you truly need and make sure it serves your workflow rather than getting overwhelmed by trying to use every new tool available. Favorite. I call number 4 my favorite because it honestly took me many years to understand this. And honestly, without number 4, I mean, the rest of the 4 is not going to work well. So back when I was hustling as a salesperson, I often skipped meals and sleep to keep it up. Honestly, it backfired at me. I felt drained and less productive. I realized that taking care of myself wasn't optional, it was essential for my success. So now, here's what I do: I prioritize healthy meals and then I exercise regularly. Usually, after work, I usually walk for 25 to 40 minutes, depending on the time that I go out, and at least 7 hours of sleep. You see, taking short breaks throughout the day to stretch or clear my mind also keeps me energized. Building these habits didn't just improve my productivity, it also made me feel better overall. I used to move from one task to another without taking time to reflect on each of these. When I started reviewing my progress weekly, everything changed for me honestly. Tracking what I accomplished gave me a sense of accomplishment, and then identifying areas to improve helped me grow. My personal journey, I've learned to celebrate every small win, whether it's hitting a deadline or completing a challenging project. This keeps me motivated to push forward always. It's a habit to reflect, adjust your strategies, and celebrate is the secret to consistent progress. So let's look at the whole summary of the entire video. So 1. Prioritize and plan. So use tools like the Ensowa matrix or the Pareto principle to focus on what matters most. Break large goals into smaller steps and then schedule tasks to stay on track. 2. Time management techniques. Implement the Podomora technique for focus work bars or tackle your hardest tasks first with eat that frog to stay productive throughout the day. 3. Create a productive environment. Minimize distraction by organizing your workspace and then turning off notifications. Be cautious with productivity tools and only invest with what really aligns with your needs. 4. Develop healthy habits. Well, eat healthier and then exercise regularly and take breaks to stay organized and focused. And then 5. Review and reflect. Track your progress, adjust strategies, and celebrate successes to stay motivated and improve productivity over time. I put in a lot of effort into making this video because I believe this video can change your life. So if you found these tips helpful and interesting, make sure to check out my other videos for more tips on personal growth and productivity. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to stay updated with my latest content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.